Hey everybody, how's it going? So I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about chord inversions. Now, how to take chord inversions and use those in your playing to get you a different sound, to get you a more punchy rhythm, depending upon what the song calls for. So as we showed here in the beginning, each one of these are just chord inversions for a simple progression, G minor to C major. So a very simple chord progression, but you see how every time that you change chord voicings or inversion, you get a different sound. And there's a lot of variations between all of these that you can use to color and spice up your rhythm. Like for example, if you don't always need the big bar chords. Those have their place, and they're good to know and they're good to use, but they don't necessarily fit every role. So what I'm going to show you today is a few simple chord inversions that you can use to spice up your rhythm, to add a different flavor, different color. We're going to use G minor here for right now, this G minor to C. So we started off with this voicing right here, root, and then these three strings right here, 7, 3, 5, just two fingers, and that's a really good voicing. That's a good hand position and string position for a good slapping kind of a rhythm. Move up to the C, so we got the C major here. So we can go straight from this G minor, minor 7th, and we can just slide up and use the 5th, the 1, and the 3. So there's a 3. I'm going to show you several variations that are 3-note chords. I love 3-note chords because this doesn't have the mud that this does, and this doesn't have the mud that this does, or even so much this one right here. So it's a way to become punchier, keep your hand position set up to play some fills. Things like that. You're already in the position. You can add the root if you need it. Slide up. Little embellishment right there. So there's another inversion we can use. We're just going to kind of work our way up the neck. There's G minor there, and there's a C there. Now you can put the root there if you like it. Or what I like to do is use the third in as the bottom note for the C. So there's a C and it has kind of an E in the bottom. Gives it a nice quality. I like that. And it also sets you up for to the embellishments and the licks to play across the C. So you've got all that. You're already set up for that. Kind of a Hendrix. Right up the scale. And you're already set up for that. So this C position is very handy. There's a lot of guitar, a lot of things you can do right here in this position. So back to our so you've got that kind of you've got some lows in it, kind of a mid-range. So let's move up into another version of this. So you could just get those top 3 strings, which is in the G minor, which is 1, 5, minor 3rd. In case you needed a higher kind of snappy sort of rhythm, there's a G minor. So what is this? Well, that is it's really a C major. It's got the root, third. Now what we've added is an A, which is the 6th, and that's a good sound. That works really good over that C. Or if you want to keep the A out of it and just use the C, just use the C 3-note chord, kind of like we were a while ago. There now, and what's that? You can add that. That's the 9th. You're here. You're still in G minor, but we're adding that A, which makes it the 9th. The 9th sounding. The 9th, N-I-N-T-H, yeah, 9th. Isn't that a great sound? Add some spice into that rhythm. Leave that A in there. Almost has a 2 sounding to it, to a 2 minor. So you can substitute. They both sound good because A minor is relative to C, right? A lot of the same notes. So there's a couple of inversion chord voicings for you, just right here in this shape, in this part of the neck, working around this be an E minor shape. So let's keep going up. Now, where's the next one we could go up to? Well, there's G minor as well. There's your root, the 3rd and the 5th. It has a B flat in it. Now, why does that sound good? Well, without getting too weirded out on theory, this G minor is the relative minor to B minor. So that works really good over this G minor. That sound good? If I can do that. That a nice sounding chord. So all that fits. So now you've got these 3 strings. And you can add in this string as well, the 4th string as well. Put that B flat in there. So you can go back down to here. Okay, now what's that? So now we've taken the C and added a C on top to where we have this shape. So we have this top moving part. For even more little high-end bite. Okay, now what? Now we've moved up to this C position, the E position, the E shape, all the way up to the C position. Now we've got this to work with. You could do the whole chord, but again, if you're trying to crank out a snappy kind of rhythm that cuts through, whether you're playing just in your bedroom, or whether you're playing with the guys on Saturday, they come over, or maybe you're playing in a group. Maybe you guys get together and have a group, and maybe you play out. So if you want to vary and have a punchy kind of a rhythm in the higher registers that cuts through, this is a great way to do it. I really like these sounds. So there's a 3-note chord. We're in C, the C chord, and we're just taking the top 3 strings, the C, the G, and the E. 1, 3, 5. So you could add that suspension. See, hear how that can cut through? Here's another inversion with this C shape here. You can add the 5. So now this note right here, this G, is common to these 2 chord shapes. So you've always got that kind of hanging up there. Isn't that neat? Kind of helps tie those 2 together. So here's another. So what else could we do with this shape? Well, we could do a power chord. It's kind of deep and kind of gives you some mud, but there's going to be places where that's going to be appropriate. Well, I like these little 3-note chords. So what is that? Okay, so there's your 5. We're in C. There's your 5. There's your 1, and there's your root. So you've got your proper or perfect triad, however you want to say it. And that has a really good quality to it. I like that sound. It's kind of low, but it does have some punch to it. It's got that 3rd on top. So back to our G minor to C major. That version right there, that G minor with the B flat in it, and really all you're doing to get to that, if you're in G minor, the easy way to find those chords, no matter where you are on the neck, right? All you do is you just go up 2, 3 frets and add that tone, so there's your B flat, and add this, that 6th, which is a G. So now you take this B flat and you turn it into a B flat 6, which really has a lot of the same notes as a G minor. So that's a good way to remember. How do you find this inversion? How do you find that next inversion up? Just go 2, 3 frets up and play this shape there, or this shape here, or this shape right here. This is an easy one to remember because you know your bar chord position, your big 6-string bar chord. Just move it up 3 frets, add on the 2nd string, take that 5 and turn it to a 6th. Now you've got nice sounding G minor. And these two sound good together because of this B flat right there. The moving part there is so that's a good chord voicing right there. So what else can we do? Well, let's go up to our next G. Where's the next one? Well, here's a G right here. So we have this shape. G, B flat, D. There's your triad. There's your G minor triad. And you add a little bit out of tune. Then you add your D to it. That's a good punchy sound. Or let's go up to the next, or you can even combine these two. That's a good sound. Okay, so where's the next C? We could go up even higher. Now we're back in this shape all the way up. Fix that, let's try and fix that. Now you can take this C right here, which is this shape, and move it all the way up 12 frets to this shape right here. And this shape right here, this high C, and this what I might call a D shape because it looks a lot like this. I don't want to confuse you, but that's a really good cutting through sound right there. Now, what are you doing? You're taking the third, the E, and making a fifth out of it. So now, really, it's a 1-5-5 chord. Almost like a power chord. You know, let's go back down here. Let's travel back down to this position. Like with our power chords, they're really not major and they're not minor. They're 1s and 5s. So that's kind of what we're doing here. But sounds kind of good. As long as you don't maybe stay on it a long time, use it as an accent. Okay, that's got a good snap to it. Oh, so we've got, now we're set up for that lick. Got all that to work with. So you can start looking for these, and all that is right up the scale in thirds. That's why you want to know your major scale all over the guitar. So as you're playing these chord changes, and it makes sense to throw in those scale tones. There's minor. Look at there. Notice as we get up to the third tone in the minor, it becomes that B flat again that we added the 6 to. So I'm not trying to bog your mind with a bunch of theory, but you do need to know these chord tones of these chord shapes so that you will know how to play an inversion of it, or where the tones are in the chord that you can move, that are movable and still stay within the chord, like this G minor. There's another one into that G minor. So just in that one example, G minor to C, look how many different chord voicings, chord inversions that we were able to find there, just in those 3 shapes. 1, 2, 3 shapes. 1, 2, 3. Call that 4. So learn these chord shapes. Learn where they are all over the neck. Learn your triads. Now we've got on the links below to our Patreon page, we do a deeper dive into triads. So you might want to go check out that lesson as well. There's backing tracks with some licks that we've put in there, and there's also, tabs and chord diagrams. So all that's available on our Patreon page, so go check that out. It's on triads, and I think it'll really help you because you need to know where those triads are in these chord shapes, so that you can have these inversions at your fingertips and able to use whenever the time calls for, whether it's playing with your buddies as they come over on Saturday night, playing in your bedroom to a radio, or to a backing track, or to just a drum track. Those are great ways to practice. Turn on the backing track and play your chord inversions over it. If you're just getting started, this will be a great foundation for you, and a way for you to carry on to the next level of wherever you want to go with this guitar journey. So we appreciate you stopping by, and if you want a deeper dive, go check in the links below and look for some other stuff from us. We're going to do lots of things as we roll forward here in the future. We appreciate you coming on board with us and being part of our community here. So I want everybody to have a great day. Practice those chord shapes. Practice those chord inversions. So you've got all this of it. Look at there. All of a sudden you've got 5 or 6 different versions of the same chord, depending upon what the song calls for. Punchier, more lower, mellow, something that'll cut through, and things in the middle. So enjoy that. Hope it helps, and we'll see everybody real soon. Thanks a lot.